Alright, 12:45, and I'm still calling it yesterday, and it is the eve of 90 days. Being in the woods for 90 days as of tomorrow. Um, what a trip. Everything happens for a reason. But I watched a movie on the laptop. I was trying to conserve juice, so I only watched one movie. And when that movie got over, I was just kind of curious if there's anything else on my laptop that I haven't seen recently or at all. And stumbled across a folder called Dailies Need to Back Up to the Hard Drive, and it's a folder that I started when I first came out. And what I was doing was moving video from the camera into the laptop, and then from the laptop I would title and folder everything, and then move it over to the hard drive. And then I realized that basically that was just doing things twice, and it was easier to just move directly onto the hard drive. So anyway, opened up that folder, and I'd obviously saved a video, or an entire folder full of videos. It was a sequence, and it was a sequence of when Rich vanished and my supply ship disappeared. I came out here and I planned on being out here for 3 months, and let's call it soul searching, one man's journey to the center of his soul type of thing. And I went to my best buddy and asked him, can you come out every 2 weeks, and we'll cut some wood together and resupply me, and my sister will shop for me, and can you do that? And it was even as far as, dude, how much gas money do you need? And he's like, dude, if you make it past 2 weeks, I'll cover it. Don't worry about it. It was totally just this plan that was, supposed to gonna work. And needless to say, it didn't work. He showed up the first week, and actually he wasn't supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and he showed up the first week and was worried about me. It was raining, and he was just worried about me. So that was kind of awesome. When he left, he said 2 weeks, and he never came back, and he still hasn't been back. And there's been 2 phone calls to him and whatever, but anyway, that's irrelevant. The last couple of days I've been really struggling with this 90-day mark coming up, and did I accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, and did I find what I was looking for, and have I changed, and what am I going to do next? And really, I've known that I've changed because crazy things have happened out here, and some unbelievably amazing things have happened that have just changed me, changed my view, changed my perspective, changed my outlook, changed my want, my need, my desire. It changed my life. And the big stress for the last week or so has been, where do I go from here? And oddly enough, I stumble across this video tonight and go through the whole thing, and it's 31 minutes long, and it's basically 3 days, beginning with Rich fucking me and finishing with me freaking out about it. And the freak out is kind of hard to watch. It's tough because it really is, to the core, hurt and broken. But there's nothing I said that I regret. There's nothing that I said that I don't believe today. In the process of my freak out, I was learning and growing and changing and evolving. In the process of my freak out, I kept my head. In the process of my freak out, I kept my integrity and my honesty and I kept my head. And as far as freakouts go, which I think anybody would have under the circumstances, I kind of found myself pretty proud of the things that I said, and how I broke so hard and still kept my head, still kept my heart, still kept my integrity and my honor. And it just kind of blew me away. I don't know, call it cheesy, but it moved me. It made me realize that, here I go, I'm going to get emotional. It made me realize that everything I've been freaking out about the last week or two about where do I go from here, it don't matter where I go from here. this was enough. This was enough for me. I'm proud of this. This accomplished everything that I set out to accomplish. The changes that I set out to make are mind-boggling. And half the changes I set out to make, I didn't even make. But 100 changes that I never even saw coming have happened. I am literally a different person. I'm not weak. I'm not vulnerable. I'm not scared. I'm not sad. I'm not broken. I'm not afraid. I'm not doomsdayish. I'm not suicidal. I'm not into the world. I'm not angry. I'm not hurt anymore. It's fucking gone. And it not only is gone, but I've documented the entire process. I've saved it for myself. And in the future, if it ends up somewhere else in a way that can maybe help other people, in a way that was presented in the fashion and in the vein that I created it, and it was honored and respected, fuck it, show the world. Because it saved my life. And I didn't even, I guess, because things got so good, try this one on. Because things got so good, and because such progress was made in my heart and in my life, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little tear there with a smile. Because things got so good, I felt like I was fucking up again because nothing was happening. I'm so used to drama and chaos and turmoil in my life and in my world being created by myself and being allowed to be created by others that I guess I really didn't realize how to live without it. And the last month and a half, since amazing things have happened out here to me, I've got so used to being happy, and I've got so used to being at peace, and I've got so used to being honest and open and sincere and just having fun now that I guess I kind of missed beating up on myself. I was saying just yesterday that the only shit I've went through out here is shit that other people have put me through and shit that I've put myself through. Well, nobody's putting me through shit anymore because I won't let them. I need to stop putting myself through shit. I need to stop beating myself up. And when I realize what I realized tonight by watching that video and seeing where I was and how frickin' far I've come, and I've maintained integrity, and I've maintained sanity, and I've maintained me. I'm still the big-hearted, caring cheese ball that I always was. And I didn't lose that. Not only did I not lose it, but I'm better at it. Because I'm not doing things for the wrong reasons anymore. I'm not doing things to get attention. I'm not looking for some sort of happiness in a place that I know it doesn't exist. So it's just amazing that I stumbled on that video. I don't go back and look at the videos. I'll go back and watch one or two here or there and, you know, make sure that they're still in their neat little folders, and I don't want to lose them. But I don't go back and watch things in sequence or in order or in depth because, quite honestly, I did it. I've been there. I've done that. I don't want to watch it. It has no value to me. It had no value to me. And now I sit down and I watch it. I stumble on it on the eve of 90 days in the woods, hitting my goal. On a day where I spoke 2 hours ago about not knowing what to do next, being scared, being afraid of going back, and what do I do with my life, and can I do it, and am I strong enough, and what do I want, and where do I go from here? Well, wait a minute, dude. We've learned that lesson. We don't stress. We don't freak out. We don't panic. We just go with the flow. We be a good person. We do good things. and good things will come. And I started forgetting that again. And frickin' how amazing is it that I get to teach myself that again. I get to learn that lesson from myself because I watched the video and the video told me when I was freaking out about Rich, don't freak out. I told myself that from 2 months ago. And it worked then. It's gonna work now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. I've been sleeping like a baby anyway, but I'm really gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Because I made it. I did what I came out here to do. And that's, I lifted all that crap off my soul. I came out here to ask myself one question. And that's, Dave, do you even really want to live anymore? You've gone through, been through, and put yourself through so much shit. Do you really even want to get up and do it again? And you know what? I found that question months ago. Or I found my answer months ago, and that answer was yes. And I kind of been beating myself up ever since because I didn't feel I was making it fast enough or doing it quick enough or, you know, Johnny on the spot with the plan and where I was going and what I was doing and how I was going to do it. And watching that video just, I got something in my eye, sorry. Oh wait, it's a tear. It's a happy tear. I guess I kind of got caught up in the old habit of misery. And when there was none around me, I created my own. I've been beating myself up for 2 weeks. What are you going to do next, man? What are you going to do next? You know what? That video reminded me that I love my family. That video reminded me that I came out here to do this for my family. That video reminded me that I wanted to be good, if not great, for my family, for my future wife, for my kids, maybe, for my nieces and nephews, for my friends, for my family, for the people that I work for, work with, or work for me. It's just amazing that, oh man, every time you think that you're down and out, take a moment, take a look around. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I spent 3 months out here. Came out here to ask myself one question. Do you want to live? Do you think you got it in you? Is it good enough? Is this world good enough, worth the effort? Well, I'm not going to explain to y'all right now why I had that question and where those questions came from and how long I've been asking them, but I found my fucking answer. Yeah, it's worth living. Not only is it worth breathing and just being here, it's worth living. I've been living like a motherfucker for the last month and a half. Being nice and sharing and caring and giving and fishing and hiking and taking pictures and building shit and just living. And I've been doing it for so long, and I got so far away from the misery that the last week or two I've been creating my own misery again. And then I get to watch this video tonight, I stumble on this piece of crap, and here it is me telling me, don't get sucked into the misery. So not only did I come out here for 3 months and save my own fucking life, but tonight I made my own day. I made my own peace. I made my own happiness. How does this happen? Dad, is this you? Dad, God, Buddha, whoever the hell's up there, out there, wherever the hell you are, whatever you're doing, is that what it is? Great. Well, I'd like to thank you for pointing me in the right direction again. So, with all that said, I'm going to sidebar and do something a little bit crazy. I'm going to roll a smoke. A little bit of a sidebar. I wrote a little bit of a line in a song once. Gosh, I got a tear in my eye, and I think I'm just not used to them because it's burning. I wrote a line in a song once, a couple of years ago, and it's a very simple line, but I believe it's one of the deepest, most well-written things I've ever written. And that's, money doesn't make you happy. Happiness makes you money. Well, what that means to me is if your heart's in it, and you're doing it for the right reasons, and you're doing it for people to be good, and you're sincere and genuine, and you do it with your heart, money grows on fucking trees. So, if money doesn't make you happy, and happiness makes you money, well, I found my happiness. So now I want my money. And you see the smile on my face, you hear the tone of my voice. I want my fucking money. With a smile on my face. It's time. I'm due. I've earned it. I've paid my dues. I've been busting my ass since I was a kid to try to make the world a better place. And when I realized I couldn't do it, it broke me. It broke my heart. And when the things around me got to me, and then when I got to myself, I kept working. I kept my head down. I kept writing. I kept dreaming. I kept creating. I kept inventing. I kept notes. I kept records. I documented everything along the way. Everything I ever thought or felt that felt good or worked, I wrote down. I have 2,000 individual song ideas. Verse here, chorus here, verses, choruses, little of this, little of that, bits and pieces, big things, little things, good things, shitty things, cheesy things, stupid things, funny things, all sorts of things. I've got 5 television show ideas that are just, not being arrogant, they're just perfect. They're just brilliant. They're just genius. I say the name of them and you go, wow, I want that. I'd love to watch that. Countless movie ideas, countless product ideas. I'm an alarm clock invention that's just freaking... Once again, I tell you the name, you'll write me a check. Not because I think I'm a big shit. Not because I think I'm cool or, you know, that I'm even worth the money. Because they're great ideas. They're great products. They're things that have been created and developed out of my own misery and chaos. Everything I've ever written, everything I've ever created, invented, thought of, dreamt of, came from my heart. It came from trauma. It came from pain. It came from suffering and frustration and the desire to make the world a better place. Everything I write is got a positive twist. Every television show idea is a neat concept that helps people. Every product I've ever invented, half my products are entitled Love Something. I mean, and I guess the punchline is to quote a Pink song, I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I came out here 90 days ago today to figure out if I wanted to continue to live my life. Well, not only did I figure out that I wanted to live my life, but I know how I want to do it now. I know where I want to do it. I know when. I know why. And I want it for my friends and for my family and for the people I love. And I want to continue to give everything I have. And if I give to people that don't appreciate it, so be it. I won't give to them anymore. But I'll always give. And if I continue to do that, I'll run across 10 or 15 people in the world who will appreciate it and will give in return. And if I give to you and you give to me, nobody gets missed. So with that said, this video may find its way out there to the world, This video may find its way out there to the internet or to YouTube or to companies or to record labels or to production companies or to publish. Oh, I've written some books too. To some publishing companies, or it just may find its way into circulation. So, kind of backdoor, I guess it's almost a sales pitch. It's me saying, I started recording multiple hours of video every day on May 22nd, or excuse me, April 22nd. April, May, June, July, August. It's August 22nd. That's ironic. It's been 5 months. I recorded 2 months worth of video before I left. The process of where I was living and how I was living and what I was going through and my struggle that brought me ultimately out here. And I figured that if my biggest question at that point was, do I even want to live? I figured I'd put myself in a life or death situation. What better way to find out if you want to live? Will you fight to survive, or will you lay down and die? Well, you know what? I may be laying down right now, but I didn't lay down and die. Not only did I fight to live, to physically survive, and accomplished it, but I've met some amazing people. I've rekindled relationships with my mother and my sister on 2 different journeys back to town. I've stayed up here and self-supported and self-sustained. I've caught a shitload of fish. I've had an unbelievable good time. 90 days later, I look back and I think to myself, wow, okay, I didn't even realize it, but I got something. I did something. I took control of my own life, my own path, my own destiny. I've had all sorts of successes and failures in my life. Bought my first house when I was 20 years old. Owned a bar when I was 24. I mean, been there, done that. Money does not make you happy. Happiness makes you money. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I found my happiness. Now I want my money. So, if you got a big heart and you care about the world and you're not a greedy son of a bitch, and you're not going to screw me or anybody else to make $1, and you want to help other people, and you genuinely care about the well-being of the people around you, and hell, the world for that matter, come find me. Because I got totes full of songs, totes full of ideas, stashed away in a barn somewhere. Safekeeping. I'll be happy to share them with you. Maybe we can make some music together. Maybe we could write a book. Maybe we could do a movie. Maybe we can invent some cool shit. Maybe we can be on QVC or HSN by the end of the month. Because it's, that was going to sound cheesy, but I'm going to say it. It's go time. I'm coming out, so let's get this party started. Simple as that. Everything I do from my heart. If you're the same way and you've got some connections, or if you're some little punk kid out there just trying to break into the music business or this or that, come find me. We can do something together. I guarantee it. I'm King Midas. Everything I touch in my life has turned to gold. 10 years ago, I just stopped touching things. I just stopped believing in gold because I've had a lot of gold. And what good's all the gold in the world if you're sleeping alone? What good's all the gold in the world if you don't have relationships with the people that you care the most about? What good's a pile of gold if you got a broken heart? Well, you know what? I don't have a broken heart anymore. So I have a genuine need and desire for a pile of gold. Because I know a lot of people who could use some. I have an entire family tree who could use medical insurance. I have an entire family tree who could use new cars. I have an entire family tree who could use a place to live. My family's been broke long enough. My family's struggled long enough. You take financial burden and stress out of the dynamic for a family or a household, and it makes things a lot easier. And I don't want to give shit. I want people to earn it, but I want to give them everything. So I'm doing things for the right reasons for once in my life. If you want part of it, if you want to make a dime, I need to make $1. Yeah, I'm telling it like it is, 10%. We'll talk. How's that? Wow, it's just amazing. Everything happens for a reason. On the eve of 90 days, I would have never looked back. I had no desire to look back. And here I look back, and look what I see. Not only did I not intend to look back, but I stumbled across it looking for another video just to burn some time. And I found the video that I did of myself going through my process, saving my life back then, and it turned out that it changed my destiny again today. It's faith. It's hope. I lost that. I came out here to find that. I started losing it again the last couple weeks because I was overwhelmed as to where to go from here. I didn't know what to do or how to do it. I've never been happy before. I've never been happy. I don't know how to do it. It's been scary. So I fish. Catch a lot of fish too. But when I fish, I think about taking mentally challenged children fishing. Or I think about teaching women how to fly fish. Because women, I don't know why, but I've met a lot of women who want to learn how to fly fish. And I'd love to teach them. And ask anybody that I've ever taught golf to, I'm a good teacher. Because I'm patient. I'm understanding. I tell them to just get comfy, do the little waggle, get in your groove. It's a dance. Not everybody has a rhythm, but everybody can dance. You just figure out what your groove is and make it work for you. But keep a smile on your face, keep your head down, swing easy. Well, my own lesson. Keep your head down, swing easy. Well, my head's down and I'm swinging easy, but I'm swinging for the fences. So, save us all the trouble of me rambling on for the next, I don't know, month. Call me. I've lived a crazy outside of the box world, and it's resulted in being in a tent in the middle of the wilderness, alone, big old smile on my face, full of love, looking for a place to put it. So, if you're hooked up and you got some connections and you run across this, come find me. And I'll sit down across the table from you, or if you find me in the next month, I'll be here for another month. I'm going to be out here for 4 months. Come out here, do some fishing with me. We sit around a fire pit and talk business. And if there's one hint of the fact that you're not like me, one hint of the fact that you're out here for the money, one hint of the fact that you're going to screw me and that you're not ethical and you're immoral and you could care less about the world, you better walk, because I'll see right through you. So, I'm a 1 in a million. I got 1 in a million ideas. I want $1 of $1 million, millions of them. It grows on trees, man. There's 300 million people in the United States. I could sell half of them something. Alright. I could sell 5% of them something. You do the math. You want me to do the math for you? That's a lot of money. So, party on with your bad self, and you'll be hearing from me. Actually, you'll be seeing me. I'll be hearing from you. So, Willie Nelson, to all the girls I've loved before, in this case, to all of you I haven't met yet, I look forward to it. I'll sign off the way I do every time. Love you, miss you, bye-bye.